What's going on, everybody? This is JVB from the Postgame Report. So I want to talk a little bit about GameStop stock. If you remember a few videos ago, I talked about how it was at about $8, $9. I can't recall off the top of my head. But now it is currently at $15.69. If we look at the chart, this is from the past month. We could see that it went down to as low as 981. Actually, it closed at 914. And now it is currently close to $16 per share. It is not the highest it's ever been, but it's the highest it's been in a very long time. Let's look at the 6-month chart. We could see it went down to, $4. And if we go 1 year, it went down to $2.85 per share, $2.85 per share. So the GameStop stock has done really well. Of course, they have a collaboration with Microsoft, and they have improved their front office. So who knows? Maybe GameStop is on the rise. And once again, I'm going to advise you to invest in video game stock. Do it. It's a multi-billion-dollar industry. And one thing that has been pretty clear during this unfortunate time with COVID is that the gaming industry, as far as financial success, has thrived. Now, development, that's a different story. And of course, because it's the launch of new consoles are upon us, manufacturing has also been affected, unfortunately. So the workforce and manual labor, yes, because developing video games and creating the video game consoles are not essential. So God forbid we have another outbreak or a spike in cases. There could be the possibility that hardware-wise we could see a major change, but and software, because people have to develop these games. So besides that, video games are thriving as a whole. So invest in freaking stock. Do it. Why not? Buy a few shares. If you had purchased $100 worth of GameStop shares when it was at $9, you'd be looking at a nice little profit. Or you can keep it there for as long as you can before you see a downward spiral, and then you sell them. That the option is yours, and that's what it's all about, right? So heed my advice, please. Also, I have taken my next generation experience a little serious, and I invested in some video game headphones. Now, I was gaming previously with a rig for VR headphones from Plantronic. That's when I had the PlayStation VR. And because the PlayStation VR comes with a dedicated DAC and a dock station that handles all of the processing and audio processing as well, using those Plantronic headphones, it was good. It was a good experience because all of the processing power, the 3D audio, was handled by the dock station for the PlayStation VR. Now, besides that, they're basic stereo headphones, but with the Plantronic rig for VR headphones, it's a basic, like 40 millimeter drive, and there's really nothing special about it. Pretty flat audio profile. So I decided to upgrade, and with these Virtuosos from Corsair, the Virtuoso RGB. Now, the RGB is for this light right here. This RGB lights that flash on and off when you have them plugged into a power source. Meaning if you have them plugged in to your PC, or if you have them plugged in wirelessly via USB. So for example, let me see if I can see the accessories here. This dongle right here, the Slipstream wireless dongle, goes directly into your PlayStation 4 or PlayStation 5, and it will provide power to the RBG lights or LCD lights, whatever. So with the PlayStation 4, if you power off the microphone, it turns red. And as you can see here, it turns green when you power it on. If you have it plugged into a PC or a Mac like I do, you'll get a notification, you'll get a voice that tells you the headphones are muted or unmuted. Now, the one thing that, one of the main reasons why I purchased the Virtuoso over the Arctic's 7P, which P stands for PlayStation. Arctic also sells a 7X, which is for Xbox. So the one reason why I selected, well, not one reason, there's a few reasons. Number one, I like the build a little better, and you could tell by these photos, the build quality is really nice. The sound, now they have 50 millimeter high density drivers. And the great thing is, if I plug them in via USB-C, I get high fidelity sound because they have a built-in DAC that allows me to have high fidelity sound. I know I screwed that word up. Sorry about that. So if I plug them into my PC, which, my iMac, which can provide me with high def sound, I get the full benefit. Also, with USB-C, if I plug them into my Note 20 Ultra, I also get high quality sound, and the headphones power up. So they're charging as I can listen to them at the same time. The same applies if I were to plug them in straight into my PlayStation 4. As you can see here, it's a USB wired. So the USB-C portion goes into your headphones. The USB goes into your PlayStation 4. And as you can see right here, and let me zoom in, high fidelity, 24-bit, 96 kilohertz audio for ultimate listening experience with compatible recordings. So if you go to an application or a website like Bandcamp, you're going to hear 24-bit audio. And I advise you to try it, and you'll hear it. You're going to hear the difference between the two. Now, if you were to plug in into an Xbox or a Nintendo Switch, well, actually, with the Nintendo Switch, you can plug it in via USB-C to USB-C. But if you don't have that, you could use a 3.5 millimeter jack. I haven't tried it yet, but you will lose some sound quality when compared to USB-C. But one thing about headphones is the sound stage. Basically, whatever you can imagine, you close your eyes while you're listening to music or watching a movie. The sound stage is basically if you can tell which direction audio is coming from. Instruments, the singer, explosions, things like that. So if a good pair of headphones has a good, specifically opened back, what they call open back earphones, you're going to get a nice wide sounding audio stage or sound stage. The microphone is the other reason why I decided to purchase this instead of the Arctics. The microphone sounds really freaking good. Really good. It's not the microphone I'm using now, of course. But it sounds really, really freaking good. And that was one of the main selling points for me. So it was 3 reasons. With the Arctic 7P, you have a proprietary USB-C port. USB port that goes into your headphones. So you cannot use USB-C. You have a USB-C dongle for the. You know what? Let me go to them. Let me see if I go to them now. Arctics. You can. Let me see. Let's see if we could. This is the 5 PlayStation, and here are the 7s. Now the 7s, and I had posted this on my Twitter. They look really nice. They have the same color scheme as the PlayStation 5, the upcoming PlayStation 5. And here's the dongle. It is USB-C, and the PlayStation 5 has a USB-C port. You would plug this in, and you get wireless audio. And you're going to get good sound from what I heard. The microphone is from the videos I've seen and audio I've listened to, people demonstrating the microphone, it is above average. It is way better than the little one-ear headset that we get boxed in with our Xbox or PlayStation. Way better. So you can actually do just fine with this particular headset. From what I heard, the audio sounds good, and the microphone is pretty decent. Not as comparable or not as good as what is on the Virtuoso. But as you can see, there's a price difference about $30 between the two headphones. The build quality is a little different, more plasticky on these Artists. And basically, you're going to get good sound, surround sound, I believe. Let me see. And the good thing about these particular headphones, it will support the Tempest engine, meaning you're going to get software-based 3D audio, which is what is going to be available on the PlayStation 5. The same will apply, I believe so. There is nothing documented, but I believe with the Virtuoso, you can also get support for the Tempest engine. So you have some variety, and I advise everyone buy some really, really good headphones. Now this has 7.1 surround sound, so does the Artist. It is software based. It is not physically going to provide you with 7 different speakers inside of your ear cups. It doesn't sound too bad. The software can be installed in your Mac. It doesn't sound too bad, and it provides. Actually, I think I could bring it up here. Let's see. There we go. This is the software that you would install, and because I have mine hooked up via USB to monitor my audio as I'm recording this, I can set up my own presets. I have light. I can control the lighting. Let me see if I move this lever, if it's going to show me the lighting that I go to. Nope, it doesn't. So, oh, there we go. Let's see. Okay, so you see how the light is switching. And then let's see what else we got here. We have some settings for assistant. So, as I stated, when I put my microphone on mute, there's a voice that tells me microphone is on mute. But that's only when it is plugged into a PC or a Mac. When I'm plugged in via USB-C or the wireless dongle, I just get an audible noise, a little chime, indicating, I believe it's one chime to let you know the microphone is on, and a second, you get 2 distinctive chimes letting you know it's off. See this button right here? That's the mute button. This is the dongle. It goes into your PlayStation 4, and you get really good audio. Or you can plug it in directly via USB. As I stated, this USB-C portion goes into the headphone, and then you have a regular USB that goes into your PlayStation 4. So there's variety. And also with the PlayStation 5, you could go USB to USB. So it sounds really good. It's going to help you with your gameplay. It's going to provide more immersion. So invest in a nice set of headphones. You can find some that are much cheaper than this that are really good as well. So do your research and join the club. Join the video game headphone club. You won't regret it. And actually watching movies too. So I watch movies on my Mac, and I have the, virtual 7.1 surround sound. This guy's really happy over here with the virtual surround sound, and watching movies on the Mac. It's a different experience. And just a heads up, when you're watching movies on, for example, my PlayStation 4, even though the 7.1 surround sound is not active because it's only active via the software that comes with it, you're still going to, because of the sound stage of these headphones, you're still going to get really, really great sounding stereo sound, but the separation is going to sound really good. It's going to give you some form of surround sound or good separation. So anyway, I'm going to wrap things up. So I appreciate you guys listening to another episode of Post Game Report. I'm JVB, and I'll talk to you later.